The biggest crypto event of the year is upon us. Sometime in September, this will be completed. So what does this mean for the price moving forward? We are seeing a very powerful combination of fundamental factors as well as technical analysis, which is leading us to believe that the price will move in one direction. So I will tell you which direction that is, as well as what the price targets will be for the Ethereum Merge. In addition, I will go over some of the fundamentals. For example, what is the triple halving of Ethereum and how will that shape Ethereum's future? So stick around until the end of the video to see what my ETH price prediction is for the coming weeks. Welcome to the channel. My name is Frank and this is Altcoin Buzz. As a friendly reminder, please be informed that this is a volatile space and there is a corresponding risk in cryptocurrency. This video is informative in nature, so please do not take it to be official financial or investment advice. Okay, so we are seeing some very interesting signals in terms of technical analysis, which are suggesting that we are, of course, going to make a move up from here. I don't think it is a surprise to anyone listening to the channel, paying attention to the crypto market right now, that Ethereum is likely going to have a move up from here. Now, the last time I covered Ethereum for Altcoin Buzz was a couple of weeks ago. I suggested that Ethereum might be slowing down. That was exactly what happened. We had a pullback, we reached our targets, but now my prediction is that we will actually have a move up from here. But of course, the question is, why will we move up from here? What are all the factors leading to that? And also, finally, what will be the price predictions, the price targets for Ethereum over the coming weeks? So before we look at the technical analysis, I just want to briefly explain to you the basics of this Ethereum Merge. First of all, it will activate on September 6th, according to this CoinDesk article, but the merge itself will be completed at some point between September 10th and September 20th. So this is important because it means that we might potentially have an increase in price. The hype of this event will last until mid-September. And the Ethereum developers have hinted in past calls that they are aiming for September 15th to 16th. So we are September 2nd now. This means that we could potentially have 2 more weeks of upside price action. Now, I think the best place to get information about Ethereum is ethereum.org here. And in this great video here, they explain everything you need to know about the Ethereum Merge. I will summarize some of the points they mention here and talk about how that relates to the Ethereum price. But basically, you see the proof of stake is not yet completed. Even with this merge, this is just the very beginning of the proof of stake process. And most importantly, one of the main misconceptions here is that the merge will reduce gas fees or that transactions will be noticeably faster after the merge. Both of these are false. So although this is the biggest crypto event of the year, the merge is actually only laying the groundwork for sharding in the future. Sharding over here comes in the middle of this proof of stake process, and the sharding will actually lead to the reduction in fees. So what this means is that yes, this is a big deal, but it will not actually make the Ethereum network cheaper or faster just yet. It's just the groundwork for it. And now we're going to talk about some of the other components of Ethereum Merge. So Ethereum 2.0 could add ESG component to the second largest cryptocurrency. What is ESG? Well, the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, Ether, is making a move towards more efficiency, giving it a potential environmental, social, and governance, in other words, ESG component. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, according to a CNBC TV18 report, Ethereum annually used a ton of terawatt hours of electricity, basically more power than is required by the Philippines or Belgium. That is a hell of a lot of power. But ESG investing, in other words, the people who are looking for companies which are compliant with ESG principles, these investors have grown exponentially. So a more efficient Ethereum network should hopefully keep the environmentally conscious concerns at bay. And a large swath of investors who may have been hesitant to jump into digital assets before will now be more eager to join the cryptocurrency bandwagon. So this is a very good piece of news for the cryptocurrency market because it's the second biggest cryptocurrency, and of course it gives Ethereum an edge over Bitcoin. Now, what is the triple halving event? I'm sure many of you have heard of the Bitcoin halving event, which happens every 4 years. Well, this event in Ethereum is called the triple halving. So how will it shape Ethereum's future and what is it? Well, as you might have guessed, there are three elements to the triple halving: burning, reduced issuance, and staked ETH. First, Ethereum burning has been an integral part of ETH since the EIP 1559 upgrade in August 2021, also called the London hard fork. So the burning of gas fees since then has created a deflationary pressure. Again, this is not something which is going to happen shortly. This is something which is already in the process of happening. And second, the net ETH issuance per year will drop from 4.3% to 0.4%. This equals approximately 1,500 ETH daily. So a certain amount of Ethereum is issued on a regular basis, and what this is saying is that less Ethereum will be issued. Of course, if there's less supply and all other things being equal, then the price goes up. And then third, there's staking. So as you know, many people are staking Ethereum, and the stakers won't be able to make a withdrawal of their staked coins until at least half a year after the merge. At that point, a queue will allow them to gradually withdraw their coins. And this measure also contributes to the temporary reduction of circulating ETH supply. So this Ethereum triple halving, in conclusion, is going to likely lead to an increase in price. But as you can see, many of these things are not happening once, they're happening over a period of time. So although we are likely going to see somewhat of an explosion in price over the coming week or two, it's worthy to note that a lot of these factors of the triple halving are not actually going to happen all at once. They have either been in the process of happening, or they will continue to be in the process of happening over the coming months and years. Next, on finematics.com, here they say Ethereum enthusiasts will be able to secure Ethereum from home. Being a consensus participant will no longer be mainly for institutions or sophisticated miners, and this should further decentralize the network and make it even more resistant to attacks. And then finally, according to blog.bitfinex.com, the merge will also most likely decrease the ETH supply over time and spike more media interest as a deflationary asset. As I mentioned before, the ETH supply is decreasing, and all other things being equal means that the price will go up. Okay, so now let's see what the technical analysis says about the potential ETH price targets. Well, first of all, we are seeing an Elliott wave here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, and we have a potential ABC finishing here. Not only that, but we also have a descending wedge from which we have now broken out from. So these are both very good, very strong signs that we have likely bottomed out in the short term for Ethereum. Going now to the daily time frame, you can see that the daily RSI has significantly cooled off since a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that Ethereum might be cooling down, which of course it did. The RSI was oversold, but now it has come back to baseline. So potentially a very good place to enter. Okay, so with that being said, what are good Ethereum price targets? So to determine the price targets, let's first of all take our trusted Fibonacci tool, bring it from the top of this previous move down to the bottom of it. And here we often see some resistance at the 618. So I'm going to draw a line there as a potential resistance. And remember that we have anywhere between 2 and 3 weeks left of potential bullish price action. So considering that we've had a 2-week retracement here, you can see this on the weekly chart. We had this nice, very solid move up for Ethereum where we had a 132% move up. Now we've had 2 weeks of retracement. We could very easily see now another 2 weeks from here of a move up. So again, we want to take our Fibonacci trend-based fib extension over here, take it from the bottom of this move to the top of this move, and then see what would happen if this move were to repeat itself from the bottom of this next move. And if we were to get a one-on-one here, which is a common target, then of course we would also have, interestingly, confluence with the 618. And this of course is the $2,568 level. So coming back down now to the daily time frame, we are seeing confluence between this one-on-one extension of this previous move and the 618 retracement of the previous big move down. So this is a very good sign that we will likely see a lot of resistance at this level. Now, this does not mean that we will very likely reach that level. It just means that if we do, we are very, very likely to see resistance, and therefore it's a very, very good level to take profit at. Now, while it is possible that we surpass this level over the next couple of weeks, I do not think it is probable. So let's look at some of the more probable scenarios to see where the ETH price targets could potentially be. So I think this is the most optimistic price target, to reach over the next 2 weeks. Let's see what the next price target could be. I think the next most reasonable price target will likely be the 786 extension of this move up, because this also aligns with some previous lows that we saw here back in January and February of this year. So I think that's the next most reasonable price target at $2,328. And finally, I think the most conservative price target will be that we see something of a double top here, or actually it will be a triple top at this point, at the $2,026 level at the previous daily high. So there you have it, the 3 price targets for Ethereum. So feel free to pause the video to check out these price targets, to make a note of them if you are entering a long trade here. Again, please note this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion and analysis. So please trade at your own risk. Did you enjoy the video? Did you learn something? If you did, feel free to check out our other videos. I post mostly about technical analysis, but of course we have Matt and Natalie who cover on-chain analysis, fundamental analysis, and crypto news. So feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get future updates such as these. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.